What's up, y'all? It's your girl Ari coming at you with another video. Hope all is well with you today. In this video, let's talk about what to do when you have a clingy boyfriend. Although women are usually the ones that are known for being clingy most of the time, believe it or not, there are actually some clingy men out there too. So is your man being too clingy? Don't worry, sis, I got you. Let's discuss what to do. First of all, what does it mean to have a clingy boyfriend? Well, it means that you have a boyfriend that calls you too much, or texts you too much, or wants to spend way too much time together. You cannot spend all your time with your partner. Most women do not like clingy men at all. It makes them look too needy. It's just weird. She'll start thinking he's a psycho. There actually is a such thing as too much attention. A man being too clingy can completely ruin a good relationship. The first thing you want to do when you have a clingy boyfriend is communicate with him, sis. See where his head is at. Most of the times, there's 3 reasons why a man would be clingy. One, because he was cheated on. His heart was broken in the past. See what type of things he went through in his past relationships. Or B, he could have had some type of, thing that happened too much or didn't happen enough in his childhood. So his behavior could be stemming from his childhood. Or C, he actually, believe it or not, could be cheating. Many cheaters want to keep up with their lover all day to see and stay on top of what they're doing to make sure that you're not on to what they're doing and you're not also doing the same thing that they're doing. So has he been hurt before? Does he have trust issues? Just have a thorough conversation with him to see if you can figure out why this man is being so clingy. The second thing you need to do when your man is being too clingy is express yourself, sis. He needs to know how you feel about the constant communication. Ladies, a lot of men, baby, they slow. So when it comes to what you're gonna say to him, do not hint drop. There's no dropping hints when it comes to men. You have to come on out and say it, boo. They just don't get hints. I know as a woman, many of us, we can't help but to be softies and we don't really like hurting people's feelings. Things go often unexpressed out of fear, but you cannot be afraid of hurting his feelings. Another reason why women often don't share with their man that he's being too clingy is because she believes she'll probably lose all communication with him in terms of him texting her at all throughout the day or calling her at all throughout the day or wanting to spend any time with her. So she'll just not say anything and just be uncomfortable. It's never okay to be uncomfortable and have to always be uncomfortable when you're in a relationship with someone. You can let him know that you really like him, but you need a little bit more space throughout the day because you have been communicating way too much. Even in a relationship with him, you have your own life and he needs to respect that. And not only does he need to respect that, he needs to get him a life. Period! If you do really like this guy, you do want to at least be careful with the words you choose to say, as it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You can deal with this issue without making him feel bad. What may help is if you'll ask him what he thinks you can improve on in the relationship as well. It'll kind of take some of the heat off him a little bit, so he'll feel, less bad about you telling him he's clingy, basically. Shh. Be sure to trust the process because if you don't, you're gonna not address this and leave him feeling abandoned and even confused. This man obviously really likes you. When you don't express your needs, you will begin to actually resent him for not fulfilling needs that he didn't even know about. So know what your communication needs are. The third thing to do when your man is being too clingy is to go ahead and put some boundaries in places. Let him know what is expected out of him. Let him know, hey, what's comfortable for me communicating throughout the day is if we talk once or twice, or whatever it is that you want. But let him know so that he know what is expected of him. Don't just say, oh, I don't like being texted or called that many times throughout the day. Tell him exactly how many times you would like to be called. I mean, let things still be a little spontaneous. Don't be like, call me 3 times exactly, but at the same time, still let it be known that him calling you every hour on the hour is way too much. Texting every 30 minutes or whatever it is, that's way too much. So, be a little bit more specific about what you do want, how many times you do want him to communicate with you throughout the day, and how much you will be communicating with him. Everyone in your life should have some boundaries put in place. Everybody. Because boundaries help you maximize the amount of love shown that will be happily received. All you're doing is teaching people how to love you. Setting boundaries for the people in your life will change your entire life. So just be very specific about how much you do and don't want to spend time together. The 4th thing that you should do when your man is being too clingy, sis, is go ahead and allow him to improve his actions. Now that you've put on the table how you feel and what you expect, and you set your boundaries, he knows what's up. So after this, go ahead and watch his behavior. Now, if you notice he slips back into the old behavior of being clingy, call him out, and call him out immediately. When he calls you after he just spoke to you, shortly before, go ahead and let him know, hey babe, remember the conversation we had the other day? What are you doing calling me back again? Remind him. Do not let it slide. Try to be patient with him as he makes these new changes. Go ahead and take a few moments to just soak in the fact that someone is basically obsessed with you. Just be flattered by the fact that you must be doing something so right that this man cannot get you off his mind. And the 5th thing you should do when your boyfriend is being too clingy is go ahead and reevaluate, sis. Now it's time to really reevaluate this situation. How much do you really like this guy? I mean, is he really worth all the hassle? Know what your standards are and stick to it. And the 6th and final thing you should do when your man is being too clingy is, if he does not respect your wishes, it is time to officially start thinking about cutting his ass off, sis. That's right, I said cutting him off. The older I get, the more I realize that life is way too short to be wasting your time unhappy with somebody just to be with somebody. Love yourself enough to have faith that you can be happy with yourself or someone else who is more emotionally established, of course. There are things in your life that you shouldn't apologize for. Being happy? Well, baby, that's one of them. Some boyfriends want to know what their girlfriend is doing at all times. He wants to know where she's at, who all over there, how long she gonna be there. Listen, he gonna have to chill with all of that. This could make a woman feel uncomfortable and even push her away. This might also be a good sign that he might even be a little too controlling too, sis. So be careful. In a relationship, you should have alone time, you should have time to spend with your family and friends, and time to spend with your partner. Him expecting you to spend all your time with him shows selfishness. Many men are very territorial with people that they really like or love. Men should understand that everything has to have a little balance, A man should be confident in himself, and his emotions should be in check before he even starts dating someone. As you probably already know, relationships are deep, and both people need to be happy in order for this to be a successful relationship. So don't be scared to put your needs on the table, sis. Let him know he's being a little too clingy and allow him to fix it. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked any of these tips, go ahead and smash that like button for your girl, and be sure to subscribe while you're at it so you can join the fam. And until next time, peace.